Hi, I'm Jose with Present Day Solutions, and I welcome you to this course covering the fundamentals of Microsoft Excel. This program is designed specifically for absolute beginners, and if you are an advanced user of Microsoft Excel, then frankly speaking, this series of lessons might move much too slowly for you. However, if you are new to the Excel application, then this is the best place for you. I will be explaining what we are doing, but more importantly, I'm going to explain the thoughts behind what we are doing. And I will be anticipating some of the problems you might be going through as we walk through the exercise files. And the link to the exercise files has been shared on the WhatsApp platform, and it's also in the description of this video. And at this point, I assume you have Microsoft Excel installed on your computer. So kindly open the application on your computer, and for today we will be doing the introductory part: how to enter data in Microsoft Excel, how to autofill, undo, redo, comment in Excel, and then how to save your work after you are done. So let me zoom in a bit for you to know, to see clearly. Okay, so entering data in Excel is one of the most common thing we all be doing in Excel as we go throughout this course and even after the course. So let me zoom in so that you can see the things clearly. So for today we'll open a blank sheet, and to open a blank sheet you go to the file, new, and then you choose a blank workbook. Let me zoom in again. So assuming we are a retail shop and we want to calculate our profit we've made for the past 6 months, like say from January to February. So we'll start with the sales, expenses, and then with the profit. So when you enter text in Microsoft Excel, it aligns the text to the left, and when you enter numbers, it aligns them to the right. So in case you mistakenly enter a text with numbers, it will automatically align them to the left. For instance, when we type 200, and instead of 200 we mistakenly type 200, we mistakenly type 200, the O which is next to the P on our keyboard. Let me use a capital O. Yeah, so they all looks like 200, but then there is a difference, and the difference is with the last O. O is an alphabet and the 0 is a number, so it will automatically align it to the left, assuming it is a text. So we should be careful when entering our data. And after you enter a data and you want to move to another cell, you either press the enter key. When you press the enter key, it will move to the next cell beneath where you typed. And when you want to move to the right, you click on the tab key, and that will take you to the right. When you want to maintain, like if you want to be in the same cell, you hold the control key and press enter, and you'll still be in the same cell. Assuming you want to write a formula here, equal to this plus that when you hit the enter key, it will come to the next one, but then you want it to be in the same cell, so you hold the control key and then hit enter, and it will still be there. So these are some of the tips we will be giving you as and when we move on. So we are done with our sales expenses. Oh, sorry, so I made a mistake with the expenses, and if you want to correct this mistake, you can either hit on the F2 key. So mine, I have to go with the function F2, and I can edit. Or if we don't want to use the word expenses but then overheads, then we can overwrite overheads, and that will be done too. And it seems the overhead is longer than the cell it's in it, so we have to find a best fit. And to get a best fit in Microsoft Excel, you click on the right line of that column and you double click on it, and Excel will give you the best fit. So with the data entry, it's as simple as that. You type what you want and hit either the enter key, the tab key to the right, or hold control and then hit enter, and you still remain in the same cell. So we are done with our sales, overheads, profits. So let's go for the month. January, hit the tab key, it moves. February, March. Okay, so we are doing for 6 months and we can't be typing everything. This course is to help make you more effective and efficient at work. So we will clean the first two, we will delete the first two. Sorry, no, delete. So this is how to autofill. On the far right corner where you see a dot, send the cursor there, and the cursor will turn to a plus. Hold down the left button and then drag it to where you want the data to be auto-filled. So we now have, and then you leave the mouse, and we now have our 6 months from January to June done. And these are in full, but then when you want it to be, when you want the short ones, that is JANFEB, you can also do that. So the first one has to go with what you want, so you click on the first one, same procedure, and then you drag it to where you want the data to be. So we have our months, which is January, and you drag it there. And for the sales, for the month of January, we made 200 city sales, 530, 420. These are just guesses, so just to represent something, 120 and then 160. And for our overheads, let's put something like 150, 120. So as we are moving on to the right, I hit the tab key, get that in mind. 120, 210, 315, 140, 82, and then 121. Okay, so we have our sales, our overheads, and then we now want to find our profit. We have our months and everything entered. So to enter a formula in Microsoft Excel, you have to begin with the equal to sign, and you either do a cell referencing or you type in those particular cells. So with this, we want to subtract the overheads from the sales. So we can either type the cell which is B3, we can either type that on our keyboard, and Excel identifies that with the blue lines. So it's B3 minus B4, and you can hit on the enter key, and you get a profit of 50 Ghana cedis. And there is this way also. So with the equal to sign, we select the cell, the first cell, minus the second one, and then we hit on the enter key, and it will give us the same answer. So let's go with the second one. That's equal to the first cell, no, plus minus the second one. We hit on the enter key, and then we will autofill. You know how to do this already. You bring it here, then drag it to the last data, and Excel will autofill that for you. Okay, so we are done with our accounts. Like this, a small account for a small business covering the months from January to July. Okay, so let's move on. We are done with the data entry, how to enter data. We said you type in what you want to put in there and hit the enter key to move to the next cell, the tab key to move to the right of the cell, or you either hold the control and hit the enter key and you'll still be in the same cell. And to autofill, you come to the far right corner and then drag it to where you want to autofill. Okay, so for now we will introduce you to how to comment on Microsoft Excel. So especially with this particular month, they had a sales of 530 Ghana cedis, and I think that was the highest sale. So, and we are not sure of this number, so we want to put in a comment so that anyone who opens this file will know that we want to tell something. We want to say something to the person we will be sending this file to, or anyone who sees this file. So we'll go to the review tab, click on where we want to add the comments, and you'll see a new comment here. The PC name will appear here, and you type what you want to say. So great job done. To the sales team. And after typing your comment, you click anywhere in the worksheet and the comment disappears. But see what happens when we hover our mouse over that particular cells, the comments do show. So when you send it to anyone, he or she can go to the review tab and then show all comments, and all the comments in the sheet will be displayed. So we've now learned how to enter data in Excel, how to autofill, and when you make a mistake, you can undo and then redo in Microsoft Excel. And this is similar or same to what's in Word, and I know most of you are Word users. So it's same. It's either you hit a Control Z or the Control Y for a redo, or there is this button here, the redo tab, because we've not deleted anything, we don't have an undo over there. So we are done with our work today, and we want to save this file. So we will move on to the file tab. For the we are saving it for the first time, so we will hit on the save as, and then we will select the path where we want the file to be saved. So this PC, and I want it on my desktop. Now I'll give it a name. My first work, and then I will protect it with a password. Maybe it may be a sensitive data, so I'll click on the tools here, go to general options, and then the password to open. I'll put in a password over there. Hit on the OK. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Then hit on the save. Okay, so we've saved our file, and when we save our file, we now see the name of the file at the top here, which is my file, my first work. So when we close this and we go to where we saved it, it's on my desktop. When you double click on it, sorry, yeah, it will be requiring the password, so you key in the passwords and the work is open. So thank you guys, we will end here today and continue tomorrow. Okay, so we would want to know your feedback in the comment section. Try as much as possible to comment, and we will get the feedback from us. Thank you for